Hi there, so today I'm going to be showing you how I made this gorgeous looking turbanator. I'm sure you're wondering what's that feathery thing there? Man, I made a fascinator base with feathers. Don't worry, I will show you how to do that and show you every single step of all I did. I hope you like what you see, but before we get into that, I would like to say a big thank you to all our subscribers, and for those just joining us, you are most welcome to the Ventcraft channel. We hope to say thank you in our next video because we are sure you would click that subscribe button. And everyone, please do ensure you like, comment and share this video. So what you're going to do first of all is you're going to get this is shining pulley that I made use of for the fascinator base and also what was put on top. So I couldn't get the full length because of the pieces I used for the base. Even the lace material that was given to me by the client, I couldn't get the full length, so I had to cut two pieces like this, and I'm going to sew it like what you see me do to join it. And this is how you do. You place your lace in the front side like this. Okay, sew it on this length. I forgot to say it so that it holds on the other side. Then you fold it into two like this, and you're going to sew it all the way down, and then you can turn it around so you now have the lace on top. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's go to the next piece. Now this next piece is for the turban band. Now it's a V-shaped turban band, and if you've watched my other videos of turban, you know how to do it. I think it's there. If it's not there, I have the Ventcraft Academy turban. The turban class 1 will show you how to make this perfectly well. So I'm going to be folding it like this, okay, and folding it like this, and I'm going to sew it all the way down. Then this other one, same thing. Then I would place it like this. This gives it the V shape in front, and I'll sew it down. Now this is 13.5 by 13.5 by 3 inches, the two of them, 13.5 by 3 inches. Now this is my turban base, and I'm going to be sewing this small part here, and all these markings are 2 inches. I'm going to be sewing them. You fold it like this and sew it all the way down like so. Okay, now I had to do a rush here because this video was getting too long. So if you need to see this very clearly, I guess I'll have to do another video, but that's what I'm going to do all the way down. And this is 24 inches by 30, no, 36 rather, by 36. I made it 36, the full 1 yard. Now this is my fascinator base. Okay, so now I've finished sewing it like so, and I've formed my turban. You already know how to form turban. You can see this is very long, and that's what gave it the lovely effect that you can see. So I'm turning it upside down so that you can see how you sew it after you have done all you need to do. Now this excess that is on this part, I'm going to cut it off. Now, as I was saying, I hope you took note that the material was 24 inches by 36 inches. That's why it's this long after you sew your 2 inches. Okay, and give it that effect that I told you about. And the band that was used, that's the one that comes to the front, was 13.5 by 3 inches. So now you start after the band and take your needle and thread, and you're going to sew it like this. Can you see? You take it again through that same place so that it doesn't come out easily, but make sure you double your thread. This thread is doubled. If you can 4-pull, 5-pull, whatever, just ensure your thread is thick enough. So I'm going to take it like this, and then I'm going to start doing running stitches all the way down. Take note, this is the back side. We're going to do the top side differently. This is the back side, so we're going to do running stitches all the way through. Keep watching and learning. I would advise you don't jump out from this video as you started, because there's something waiting for you somewhere along in the video you don't want to miss. You don't want to hear, hey, if I knew. Now, once you're done with that, the next thing, now this is the top part where you have the V. You're going to start, can you see I'm taking the top, those top parts where the 2 inches were sewn, can you see? I'm just taking up like that. I'm just grabbing it, no running stitches, just keep on grabbing it with your thread like so. So I'm going to take it all the way down. Now for each of the ones that I did, the running stitches that I did in the on the knits, and this that I'm doing on top, I'm not going to tighten it yet. Why? Because I need to know how it's going to be on the dummy. I don't want it too short. Why? Because I need the person, if the person is wearing a long hair like braids or the rest, to be able to push it into the turban. So it shouldn't be short, because you're not dealing with someone that has a low cut or is going to be on low cut. So this is me testing it on the turban. You can see that I freed it a bit, so that's why, can you see all the threads dropping? I put all the threads like that, and that's a thread that I can use to drag the two sides, so that I would make it as I would what do you call it, tighten it as I want to. So I'm testing it again. I'm tightening both sides to see how it's going to be. So that's what you're going to do, so that you ensure that you get it dropping the way you want. Now see how it is. I think this is looking more like it, because with this now, if you put the a person that has a very long big hair, it can enter inside perfectly. Don't worry, it will shape out very well once you do it. Can you see how the front looks? See that V part there? It's gorgeous. All right, so now I'm settled with that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is, I decided to drag it all the way. I was like, yeah, it's going to fit perfectly well. So I dragged it like so. So I'm going to do that for both sides. I'm still testing. Oh, I can't even remember all this. It's been a while I did it. I'm just editing the video now to put it up for you all, so that you'll be able to make your own and make some money, and also make yourself look good. Okay, so you just keep on testing anyway till you get it the way you want. And once you get it the way you want, you tighten it that way, and then you do your knots of your thread. So I'm going to allow you to keep watching and learning. Oh yes, did I say happy new month to you all? Happy new month. This is the 1st of May 2024, and I'm excited today because I'm going to be giving out some great things, and it's going to everyone. Yes, you know, in the beginning we started the turban, and I couldn't put all the parts there due to the space of the length of this video. I didn't want it too lengthy. So if you do not know how to make a turban, that's to do the front base and make a normal turban, I'll be giving an 80% discount. So you're just going to pay 20%, this 20% of the original cost. So all you need to do is check the description of this video. You will see the Ventcraft Academy. Click on it and make a request. But there's one more thing you need to do. Write in the comment section of this video, Turbanator rocks. Then you go to the reception and also type Turbanator rocks, and then you make your payment, and you get to have that class for just 20%. That's 80% off of the price. That's for everyone. Now also, since it's a new month, I will be giving for every other class half price. So jump in today and grab it. The offer will be available till the 3rd of this month, 2024. So I'm doing my final checks now on the dummy to see how it looks, and it's coming out perfectly. What do you think? If you like how it's coming out, do give me a thumbs up. Just click the like button below. See the back. Oh, it looks gorgeous, really, as in unique, don't you think? So that's the way it comes out here, like so. Okay, so now this as I've cut out the same shining poly, I've cut it out to cover up the fascinator base. Now these are feathers. You know, the feathers that you use for the fan feathers that I used to make traditional hand fans. These are them, and I just got out some length, and I'm going to be using it to cover this material. So you can see I'm cutting them into shape like so. I'm going to have 3 layers so that it will cover it fully like so. So that's what you're going to do. Ensure that each part covers the other one firmly, so that all you're seeing is feathers. Now I'm done with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Everstick glue. Now working with this Everstick glue was really wonderful and powerful. It was just sticking taking the cloth up. In fact, it was a wonder, and it was not gluing everywhere like that. I was thinking probably next time I might just use uhu gum all the way, because I finally still used uhu gum. So I got a black masking tape since it was grabbing it and taking it up, and I held it on the four sides so that it will enable me put the Evo stick gum well. I'm still thinking whether the best would be to use uhu gum all the way through next time, and I think that's what I would do, because using uhu gum, you won't have it picking up like it was doing all the way. It was just an idea that came to my head to make the Turbanator look tech, because it was for an 80-year-old pretty woman who was having her birthday, and I wanted it to look fly, to stand out. Actually, it's my pastor's mom, so I wanted it to really stand out. I always want everything to stand out, but more special, of course. Okay, so now I take this, and the top part is just glue it like that. Then I use my hand to press the remaining parts like that. So that's what I'm going to do to the 3 layers. So keep watching and learning. I'll be back soon. Okay, so I'm going to leave it out, not out, sorry, I'm going to just leave it on the side to dry. And what I did was to get, this is called a thinner. I'm sure you saw all the glues, so I'm cleaning them. It's not showing here. I think I've cleaned the first layer, and now I'm cleaning the final layer. So just in case you have such issues, just have a thinner available, and it would clear all the gum stain that you have on your workstation and make it look shining and back to normal. All right, so that's it. So now this is our fascinator base. Remember I said I molded this. What did I mold it with? Okay, it's not cinnamon I used, sorry, it's princess mat that I used. Can you see what's happening when I'm trying to fold it? Some of the feathers are jumping out of position, so I just noticed that, and I was like, we need to resolve that. So I got my uhu gum finally that I didn't use, and I started putting it all around to get the fans to stick. Can you see what I'm doing on the feathers so that it stays? You don't want the feathers jumping up like it was doing, no. So that's what I'm going to do to all the places that was jumping out like so. So keep watching and learning. Okay, I think we are ready to get this on our fascinator base. Ensure you leave it to dry before you start putting it back. So of course, to cover up our fascinator base, if you're used to this, you know that you would put your uhu gum all around the rim like so. Ensure it comes below the place that was folded, so that it would cover up also the main material you used for the fascinator base. Now remember, also we do our, okay, I noticed that this first layer I didn't put uhu gum on it, so the feathers were of course jumping out, so that you can see me putting uhu gum to close it up. Now remember, to make it smooth, you have to do your north, south, east and west positions first of all. So that's what I'm doing, and it still also works perfectly well with your feathery fascinator base. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm folding like so. Can you see? So we're now south. This is our last position. Then you grab between the 2 layers as usual, and you use your pegs to hold it. Pegs really, in fact, I would say, are essential for anybody who is into millinery. If you make hearts fascinators, you definitely need pegs available. They help to make your work quick. If not, you would have to be using your hand to hold it first, then it dries before you move on. Now it will come out messy. So I'm going to do that all around like so. I hope you're gaining value. If you're gaining value so far, please do give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment to know that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any question, you can ask me also in the comment section below. So I'm going to leave it out to dry. Not leave it out anyway, it was inside my so it has dried. And now what you do after it has dried is, you see all these feathers that are sticking up and standing, you're going to cut it like shaving, then when you do, is it bob that we do, and you just trim the bob and all that so that it goes smoothly down and looks very lovely. That's weave on. What's it called again? Can't remember. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to do it all the way, and you'll see that it will just be a very lovely feathery fascinator. So do let me know, are you going to make a feathery fascinator sometime soon without putting on a turbanator? This can actually be used by itself like this, and then you put the designs on top, and someone wears it. Man, it's going to be rich. This is actually a very rich turban, trust me. Very rich. Just the feathers alone. Okay, I'm talking too much. Keep watching and learning. Once you're done with shaving out all the shavables, the next thing you want to do is cover the part where the feather stops, okay, inside. Normally that's what we do anyway. When you cover your fascinator base, you use your trimming to cover those edges so that it looks fine and nice. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do it all the way around, so keep watching and learning. So once you're done with that, what you need to do is get the position where you want your fascinator base to be on the turban, and then you take your needle and thread, ensure that your thread is matching. If you cannot get a matching thread, then make use of fishing line so it's kind of like invisible. So ensure also that when you're taking your needle from the top part, you take it close so that it hides. So I'm going to sew it, and when you're sewing, you're going to sew it all the way around. Well, what I did, I thought I would sew it all the way around, but by the time I sewed the top part, like almost like a semicircle, there's a small part on the downside I didn't sew. It was already firm, and was holding perfectly, so I didn't sew all the way around. So you can sew all the way around, or as you do, just check and ensure that it's sitting very well on the turban and it's not moving. Now you understand why it's called a turbanator, because it's a fascinator on top of a turban. So you take the fast out of the fascinator and you put the turban, so it becomes turbanator. All right, then keep watching and learning. Okay, so the next step, we're going to be working on the loops we'll put on top. So now this is that material. It has been turned inside out or outside in, and you fold your crinoline, stick crinoline that you put inside. This is the stiff crinoline, not the light one. It's thick, the ones that is used in sewing clothes, and you need to fold it. If not, it will just be hooking anywhere inside because of the edges. So if you fold it, it would be easy to pass through the material like this. So this is what I did. Then I pull it out like so. Okay, so see me separating it, so you can see it's folded. I'm going to turn out, and it has turned out like so. And then I'm going to cut off the excess, even the excess lace. The lace turned out to be more, so I chop it off like so. This lace is really pretty. Okay, then now what I'm doing is I'm sewing. You don't cut off the crinoline completely so that it doesn't fall off. Sew it like this first, do running stitches and sew it, then you can cut off the edges. So this is the way I folded it, like this. Okay, I was thinking I was going to sew it this way initially, but I was like, no, I would like to give it that triangular look, that pointed look. You know the pointed look I'm talking about. Don't worry, you get to see it. Can you see? So I fold it into a triangle like so. So it changes the shape and makes it actually look cute on top of the turbanator. So I'm going to be sewing this together to the downside. So keep watching and learning. I'm going to be doing that to this other side, and then this is me folding it like so. Just take note of how I folded it like so, and putting it on the fascinator base that is on top of the turban, making it a turbanator. Alright, so I'm trying to check it to see the fitting on the mannequin head. So that's what you need to do, so that you ensure that you get your stuff out looking lovely. Ensure you check it against the mannequin head. Even when you want to get the length also of the material, what you can do is you can do a test on top of your mannequin head to see the length that you want, just in case you want yours shorter, the loops bigger. Just use the mannequin head to test. It's always good that way. Okay, so now I'm going to take my needle and thread, and I'm going to sew it all together. Keep watching and learning. So once you're done, you put it on your turbanator base so that you ensure you're getting it in the right position, and you start sewing it. I start sewing it from there because it helped me to put it at the exact part that I want it to be. So you're going to sew, ensuring that it's firm the way you want it to stand. Do you understand? It's not flappy or bending. So you just sew the edges. I'm going to allow you to watch and see the places that I sewed and all that I did. So keep watching and learning. And my dearest milliner and crafters, that's how I made this a lovely, pretty turbanator. After I saw this some feathers just sticking around like that. I didn't like the way it looked, so I just trimmed it a bit. So you can leave yours or you trim it like I'm doing, and voila. That's the gorgeous. She looks very gorgeous, really, don't you think? Ugh! And see how the back looks. I'm loving it. Are you loving it? Give me a thumbs up if you love it. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And then check out this next video.